Good boy, good boy. One note of caution when you are casting a dog, and I've seen this happen many, many times with experienced hunters. Do not square yourself with features in the land. What I mean by that is, I had some friends and we were training a dog one time, and he was casting the dog left or right, and there was a fence row behind him, and he stood exactly parallel with the fence row, so when he put his arm to the right, it was parallel with the fence row. But he had angled his dog to the field to the right. Now, that means the dog wasn't seeing this. The dog was seeing this. Now, the distance from my shoulder to my arm is less, and it's a lot more difficult for the dog to see that. So just want to make sure that when you cast the dog, square yourself to the dog, not to the other features in the land, which is sometimes easy to do. Square yourself to the dog, and what I often do is I end up casting with both hands and step. So when you're going to cast to the right, I would cast to the right and I would move both hands and I'd say over. And this really pushes the dog to the right, and you're not making a mistake with this other hand. Get yourself in the habit that you angle over with both hands. So over. That's what I would do. These hands should be exactly parallel with the ground. They should be parallel with the ground and level as possible for a direct over, a 3 o'clock over. And then when you cast to the other side, same thing, over. Now, if you square yourself at the land and you go over, you can see right from where you are that I'm not presenting as much of a signal to the dog. And in a hunting situation, I may be camouflaged down, and the only thing the dog can see is maybe the palms of my hands. And even then, a lot of you might wear camouflage gloves in the winter. So give your dog every assistance you can. And very often what I do is wear a hat or a baseball hat. In late hunting season when I'm camouflaged, I may wear a baseball hat that has a white inside, so I can take the hat off and then show the inside of the hat and give over and teach the dog then to look for that white signal. And that stands out in stark contrast to the rest of the environment. So make sure you present your dog with exactly the right angle, up for back and then overs, but make sure you're square to the dog so he gets the best view possible.